Don't you guys take anything seriously?
Of course we do.
The Mutant Ninja Turtles are more than 30 years old and still somehow teenaged, but that doesn't mean they haven't changed at all. So we're going to compare the 1987 animated show and their 2007 film. Number 1. What would the gang of turtles do without their street-smart reporter friend April O'Neil?
April O'Neil, Happy Hour News. Back to you, Geoff.
April made her first appearance in the Mirage comic series in 1984 as a computer programmer. She was later portrayed as a strong-willed news reporter in the Turtles' first animated series for Channel 6 News.
What are you, a bunch of sissies? This is gonna be fun!
She had a strong nature and passion for her work, frequently expressing disagreement with her employer Bern Thompson's assignments. April is known for her iconic yellow jumpsuit from the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series. However, in the 2007 film, she's finally trained to be a ninja, moving past her past as the damsel in distress. While she looks similar to her 1987 appearance, she certainly has gone through a bit of a redesign for TMNT. In the original series, she also didn't have a romantic relationship with Casey Jones, where her film counterpart is in a very serious relationship.
We do all the work, he gets all the thanks.
Number 2. We think something like the sword would be more intimidating than the foot, but it seems to have stuck. The famous ninja army is pretty intimidating and cool in the 2007 TMNT film. This is a far cry from the foot in the original 1987 series, as they were designed to look less sinister and a little more distinct from one another, making them seem less organized and funnier to watch get punched. Number 3. Raph had a lot less wrath back in the day.
Bingo! Yeah, we're dealing with a real mind here.
In 1987, Raphael was more of a funny, wise guy commenting on the situations the Turtles found themselves in.
That's right, and besides, we're hungry!
Of course, now the world knows Raph as the hot-headed but well-meaning character developed from the comics, which also was his character in the 2007 TMNT film, where he dons the alter ego of the Night Watcher. What a brooder.
I'd have to disagree with you on that one.
Number 4. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul. So what does that mean for turtles?
We watch a lot of TV.
In the 1987 cartoon, they have black pupils while wearing their bandanas, but in the 2007 movie, all the turtles had brown irises except Michelangelo.
Okay, just a little bit creepy.
The producers of the film said this design for Michelangelo was to demonstrate his youthfulness in comparison to his other brothers. We don't think we needed that much of a reminder based on his personality. Number 5. You know what they say about the size of a turtle's bandana.
Yep.
In the 2007 TMNT film, the turtles' bandanas are much longer than they were in the original 1987 TV series.
Beats me.
This choice was likely made to help make the turtles a little more serious and ninja-like for the animated movie, as the film intended to go for a bit of a darker and more adult-oriented tone. The longer a ninja's bandana, the cooler the turtle is, right? Number 6. Donatello isn't the only one handy with a computer. While the original 1987 series was hand-drawn by Japanese powerhouse animation studio Toei Animation, the 2007 version chose to CGI the crime fighters for the first time. While the characters look much different than their hand-drawn cousins, the artistic style allows for a darker and more dynamic look for the turtles, which was then doubled down on in the 2014 film, when they made the turtles CGI with live-action co-stars.
We don't break things, we fix them.
Number 7. Move over, Shredder. There's a new boss in town.
You never said anything about monsters.
Fans of the series know the character Karai quite well, and the 2007 film was her first movie appearance.
The food ninja is not without honor.
In her original Mirage comic incarnation, Karai was completely unrelated to the Shredder and is actually a member of the Foot Clan's Council of Five, a higher rank than the Shredder in the Foot Clan's global hierarchy. It is presumed Karai has the same status in the movie, as she is not referred to as the adopted daughter of Shredder like in other films and shows. Karai never made an appearance in the original TV show, but no TMNT media is complete these days without her appearance. Number 8. If you animate anything, you have to call Jim Cummings to lend his voice to it. Jim is a legendary voice actor who has been involved in almost every animated franchise to exist. He is also the only Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles voice actor to make it to the 2007 movie since his first TMNT appearance in the 1987 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series.
You don't be escaping from old Leatherhead,
where he played Leatherhead, Genghis Frog, and one of the occasional voice alternates for Shredder. In the film, he is listed as additional voices, but most obviously plays the jerky military man from the beginning of the film.
dangerous place.
Number 9. The Turtles would be nothing without their wise rodent master/dad. Master Splinter is a compulsory character in any Turtles story, and his appearance in the 2007 film is generally consistent with the 1987 series, in which he is depicted as having brown fur.
Perhaps I can best explain.
He does, however, sport a distinguished gray beard, and his robe has a little more flair to it than the one he sported in the first series. As far as personality, the Master Splinter from the original series does not have a father-son relationship with the Turtles, as is more prominent in the film, with more of a teacher-student formal bond for the series. The 1987 Splinter was also a human who was turned into a rat, while the 2007 version of the film features the version of Splinter that was always a rat and learned karate from watching it. Number 10. This vigilante has come a long way from being a Jason Voorhees knockoff.
Filthy lawbreaker, unhand that vending machine.
The Casey Jones from the original 1987 series was as dangerous as he was crazy in a pretty funny way.
Since you put it that way.
But the Casey Jones featured in the 2007 film is actually quite pleasant, being voiced by Marvel superstar Chris Evans.
Well, I'm just saying that if it was my brother, I'd find a way to work it out.
His design also goes from a massive, muscle-bound man to a pretty slim and average-looking guy with nice hair. The Casey Jones in the original series also never dated April, which made sense given his temperament. However, the Casey Jones in the film is not only in a long-term relationship with April, but in a deleted scene he proposes to her. Now that's some good character growth for you.
I've got a feeling he's right.
Number 11. What are the Turtles without their arch-nemesis Shredder?
Shredder? What a ridiculous name.
Well, I guess they're a 2007 animated film. Because the first 3 live-action films had Shredder already defeated, he did not appear in TMNT. Of course, this is a huge change from the original series, as he was the Turtles' main foe for most of the 10 seasons of the show. However, his famous helmet did make it into the end of the film, and there were hints of a sequel that would have him become the Turtles' foe yet again. But then the studio was bought out, and Michael Bay took a turn with the ninjas instead. Number 12. Classic Turtles fans were so disappointed.
Mommy, do I have to go to school?
Another missing presence from the film was Bebop and Rocksteady, a mutant duo of a mutant warthog and mutant rhinoceros that have made appearances as characters in various media releases of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise, most famously in the original series. The 2 characters are henchmen who follow the orders of Shredder. The villainous pair, who often assisted Shredder in the original series rather poorly, did not make it into the 2007 film. While the decidedly more serious tone of the film probably didn't have too much room for their kind of clowning around,
Can't you do anything right? It was his fault.
the film did feature its own monsters that were certainly more intimidating than the dull-witted pair. Those were the biggest changes from the 1987 series to the 2007 film we noticed. Anything you noticed that we didn't mention? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe for more animated content. And thanks for watching The Things Animated.